Hello and namaskaram to all our esteemed viewers. I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support and for taking your precious time to engage with our content. For our new subscribers and viewers, a very warm welcome to our community. I am thrilled that you've joined us today. It is our honor and privilege to spend this time with you. We deeply appreciate you dedicating your valuable time to listen to our insights that will truly help you enhance the quality of your life and the lives of your loved ones. I am very passionate about today's topic, happiness. And I believe it is one of the foundational, fundamental thing that you need to live a fulfilling life. Today, we will explore the subject of happiness and understand what are the various ingredients, the elements that contribute to creating a successful recipe for this invaluable state of being. So, let us go ahead and delve into the proven recipe for happiness. Numerous studies and substantial financial resources have been dedicated to researchers, studies, and understanding the concept of happiness. Behavioral scientists, psychologists, and spiritual experts have extensively examined and studied the subject. Furthermore, did you know that happiness is an academic course that is taught in several prestigious Ivy League universities such as Harvard, MIT, Stanford, Yale, and others? Many renowned spiritual seekers emphasize happiness as a cornerstone of spirituality. How do we define happiness? When this question is asked, many individuals offer variety of answers and responses. Some will equate happiness as being wealthy, while others equate it with having personal goals such as marriage or having a fulfilling career. Some find happiness is linked to good health, while others find it connected to material possessions like a luxurious home or car, or sometimes going out for luxurious vacations to exotic places. Many also associate this with eating their favorite food at their favorite restaurants. These are some of the common things that people use to define their happiness. And few also say that majority of their happiness comes from the joy of family and friends. According to my perspective, none of these examples truly encapsulate happiness. They represent the external factors that people believe will bring happiness into their lives. Consider notions of health and wealth as indicators for happiness. Yet there are countless individuals who are wealthy or healthy but are profoundly unhappy. Some argue that they would prefer to be unhappy in a multi-million-dollar mansion rather than be unhappy in a modest two-bedroom apartment, or be unhappy while being healthy rather than being happy while being unwell. I can understand this opinion, and I understand from where this opinion comes from. Many people assume that wealth guarantees happiness, but studies reveal many things that are contrary to this assumption. Did you know that there are many studies that reveal that many lottery winners often end up being poorer and more miserable than what they were before they won the lottery? There are many numerous known affluent wealthy individuals who are deeply dissatisfied with their lives and have terrible ends to their lives. On the other hand, if you go into certain areas of the world where there are many impoverished individuals, you will see that they are more content and happier than many of the wealthy counterparts. What is the underlying issue here? Is it the imbalance between one's desires and the capacity to fulfill them, whether through wealth accumulation or expenditure? The greater this disparity, the more intense the sufferings. Despite our emotional fluctuations, many fail to grasp the true definition of happiness. Scientists, researchers have invested years in studying this topic of happiness from various perspectives, including neuroscience and social sciences. I refer to the main concept of happiness as the entrepreneurship of life. Yes, you heard me right. It's an entrepreneurial approach. You are the entrepreneur of your life's journey. You are the CEO of your life's business and the sole 100% shareholder of your happiness. What are people constantly chasing in life? Money, power, pleasure, fame, admiration. At the core, common human aspirations include good health, peace of mind, happiness, and doing good for the greater humanity. However, most people struggle to consistently incorporate these into their lives. You may ask me, hey, do you mean I should treat my life similar to a business enterprise? And my answer is a bold yes, that is exactly correct. Adopting an entrepreneurial mindset means you are taking full responsibility for your happiness and well being. It means you are going to set goals, make appropriate plans, and take deliberate actions to achieve those goals. Just like a business, your life requires effective management and continuous growth. You need to constantly assess your strengths, weaknesses, identify opportunities for improvement, and invest in your development. You are the CEO, the board member, and the owner of 100% of stock of happiness in your life. This is part of your self-development and growth approach. Today, we embark on an exploration of the profound subject of what is the recipe of happiness and how do we understand the various elements that contribute to this valuable state of being. The limits of material wealth. It is undeniable fact that material wealth can definitely improve the quality of life. It can provide you comfort, security, and access to material things and opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach. However, while money can buy material possessions, the impact it has on one's happiness varies significantly. Research studies suggest that wealth only contribute between 5 to 25% of your happiness, and it fluctuates depending upon the situation. This stark reality reveals a crucial insight. Wealth alone is insufficient to achieve the holistic well-being and fulfillment that many seek. As the CEO of my life, I have decided the 4 pillars and the foundational goals of my life. And these 4 pillars are good health, happiness, peace of mind, and service to humanity and nature. This has led to a more balanced and fulfilling journey of my life till now. These core values represent the currency of my life's true wealth. It transcends the material possessions and financial success. Striving for balance between desires and the ability to fulfill them is paramount to finding enduring happiness. By integrating health, happiness, peace of mind, and service to humanity, it created a harmonious flow of positive energy and fulfillment in my life. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the complexity of happiness. Remember that moment when your favorite team wins and that match or that game was such a interesting game with the very strong opponent that your team was playing against? The exhilaration and the joy you felt when your team won that game, it is pure happiness in that moment, isn't it? Similarly, during a family wedding, the multitude of events, the food, the culture, the family and friends, and the entire process of that wedding creates an experience rich in joy. These moments are like a garland of flowers that are interconnected, each contributing to the overall sense of happiness during those events. Yet, once the wedding is over, does happiness cease to exist? For some, the joy continues, while for others, new challenges may arise. Happiness, however, remains a state of mind. It recognizes the feelings of joy, excitement, pleasure, and exhilaration. By consciously cultivating habits and disciplines that allow these moments to flow in your life, you can maintain a continuous experience of happiness. Consider the next complexity of happiness: the dependency of external factors versus happiness that is independent of them. This distinction is profound and worth contemplating. Think over it. In essence, happiness is not merely about events, it is also about creating a sustained state of joy through mindful practices and deep understanding. For instance, imagine your favorite food items are going to be served at dinner tonight. You smell it. Oh, you see it. How gorgeous. And then you take a big bite of it, a mouthful bite of it. Yum. The taste is extraordinary. It meets beyond your expectations. In that moment, multiple senses are coming together to provide you the moments of joy and satisfaction. This experience goes deeper into the realm of happiness. There are 5 layers to happiness. The first one is where you're feeling the joy, the emotion of excitement, the delight that heightens your senses, the pleasure you feel in that moment, and then the satisfaction that is derived from that experience. These 5 things are guide towards your journey of enabling lasting fulfillment. Right after that satisfaction where you feel fulfilled, now these 3, the joy, the satisfaction, and fulfillment, they are bucketed together as one group of layers for these 3 ingredients. The other 2 layers that makes it a little bit higher notch of worthiness of happiness, one is the purpose of happiness. The purpose with goals associated with it. And the last layer, the 5th layer, is understanding it and acknowledging it. And once you know how to get the last 2 layers that I talked about, you will see that you will experience more and more of package of happiness. Pleasure is an animalistic thing. Enjoyment and pleasure are 2 different experiences. Enjoyment includes things like people, events, and experiences through which you can create a memory of that moment. Joy and excitement or pleasure plus satisfaction, it equates to fulfillment. Fulfillment plus your purpose of goals and understanding it, acknowledging it, completes the package of layers of happiness. This understanding allows you to be in control of that switch on and off around this happiness experience. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not going to get you in a state of nirvana where you're constantly going to be in a state of happiness. No, absolutely not. Life experiences means we are going to experience various kinds of human emotions and human feelings as things happen in our life. You will feel sadness, anger, and love, and every other emotion associated with life. But the key to sustaining happiness is to have that control of drawing yourself back into that state of acknowledgement of happiness. And that is where you cultivate the habit of being able to experience happiness for longer periods of time. This practice, it needs outlook, your habits, practices, and the most important four ingredients. I call them the four F's. There are numerous instances studied where, identical twins were separated at birth, adopted by different families, and then reunited decades later when they're in their 40s or 50s. And personality tests were taken on such individuals. The results found that 50% of the difference in those individuals was dependent on the happiness state of mind or the lack of it, which was mostly related to the experiences and environment they encountered. This theory also aligns and proves that happiness is a state of mind that you develop and control. The switch of happiness and the control of happiness are both in your hands. Let's shift for a moment to the topic of genetics. Individuals often say, obesity, being overweight, runs in my family. My grandparents were obese, overweight, or fat, and now my parents are also in the same situation. And because of this, we are experiencing a lot of health related issues like diabetes, blood pressure, and others. Consequently, because my last two generations had this genetic issue, I am pretty sure that I am going to be falling into this genetic trap. Hold on for a moment. No, you don't have to fall into that trap. You have the power of recognizing that you have a genetic disposition within your family. That is a power that neither one of your previous generations had. This empowers you to take control of your health. By acknowledging that you have these kind of genetic dispositions, you can make the choice of developing habits and practices that prevent you from having to encounter the same health issues that your grandparents and parents did. There are various genetic predispositions, such as alcoholism, weight issues, hereditary health issues. Some of these you can overcome by choosing better lifestyle disciplines. That is the power of choice. The power of choice plus discipline and the ability to stay ahead of the situation. It will help you not fall into that genetic trap. So I say this, do not always blame genetics for your health issues. If we look at many Asian countries like Japan, South Korea, you will rarely find overweight or unhealthy individuals because of their lifestyle choices. Of course, there are exceptions like sumo wrestlers who are gaining weight for their sport. The general population of those countries, they maintain healthier lives through ingrained practices, habits, and disciplines that have been practiced for generations. And most importantly, their relationship with food. My own family, it comes from a region in Southeast Asia that is prone to gain weight. My grandparents' generation, they managed to understand this genetic disposition and they inculcated habits and practices and eating disciplines through which they managed their weight. They then passed those practices and habits to my parents, and now my generation, the third generation, has also inculcated similar practices, habits, and disciplines. So we've benefited from the legacy of healthy lifestyles. Now I am the third generation that is proving that our genetic disposition was taken into control and we are in control of it and we are managing it. Thus, by implementing these positive changes in your daily life, you can break free from the genetic dispositions that will help you to lead a healthier and happier life. It's a choice, it's a discipline. And I believe strongly that happiness is one of those factors that you can control through your choices, habits, disciplines, and practices. Now, let's talk about the 4 F's, the main 4 ingredients that will help you create your happiness product, or I call it the happiness account. Try to create a happiness savings account for yourself and practice and inculcate habits that will help you establish and grow that savings account in abundance. The first F, faith. Faith encompasses beliefs in a higher power and the practice of faith accompanied with rational thinking and common sense. It is one of the foundational elements for creating your happiness account. Numerous studies and researches have demonstrated that a set of beliefs that provides a pathway to transcendence. This does not necessarily imply that my way is the only highway, and neither does it imply that religion is the only faith. As a practicing Hindu, I believe firmly in my faith from the core of my existence. Faith enables me to perceive myself as a small part of the vast, beautiful circle of life that encompasses the entire universe with all living species and nature. This perspective fosters humility, allowing me to step away from the relentless pursuit of professional success, financial success, business endeavors, wealth accumulation, personal possessions, cars, homes, valuables, vacations, and the list goes on and on. It cultivates humility and gratitude, aiding in my evolution and transcendence into a better version of myself. Find your path of faith. Philosophies such as meditation and mindfulness also fall into this category of faith and beliefs. The second F. The second F is fitness. Fitness includes mental, physical, psychological, and emotional well-being. Practices, habits, disciplines, and relationship with food are integral to this category. I am a foodie. I love my relationship with the food, but I control my relationship with food, not the other way around. All efforts should be directed towards achieving physical, mental, and emotional fitness. One important aspect with this category in this day and age is to periodically disconnect from gadgets and social media. Don't allow gadgets or social media to control your life. Instead, you ensure you have full control of how you use it. Connect with nature, take long walks, observe its beauty, and appreciate the feeling of connection. Practice meditation or mindfulness, or simply sit quiet in one place, observing your breath for a few minutes. There is a famous saying, good health is a journey, it is not a destination. And this journey requires discipline, habits, practices, and most importantly, a healthy relationship with food. The third F is family. Family is the spine and backbone of human society. It is crucial to nurture and cultivate family relationships. We all have ups and downs, difficult relationships within our families. We have different roles and responsibilities. You may be somebody's son or daughter in law, mother, grandmother, or any other family member. You must understand the boundaries within these relationships and build them on a foundation of respect, trust, love, and generosity. Take your responsibilities as a child seriously, especially as your parents grow older. Ensure you care for them when they need you. This is just one of the aspects of family responsibilities. Understand that you have to be the owner of balancing work and family relationships, which is essential. Do not compromise your relationships in the rat race of career or making wealth. It is not worth it. Prioritize building, maintaining, and managing family relationships. It is a continuous process. It is a plant that you have to water on an ongoing basis. The fourth and the final F is friends. I sometimes refer to this as my 5 chimps. You, at the minimum, need a minimum of 5 strong friendships in your life. In this era of social media, many people have lost the understanding of true essence and the foundation of an experience of real friendships. There are individuals who are emotionally unaware of the quality, nature, and the nurturing of genuine friendships and the warmth that it brings into your life. Relationships built on social media cannot be considered as true friendships. Most relationships on social media are transactional. Friendships from your professional networks or work related acquaintances are also not friendships. There is a significant distinction between real friends and deal friends. The friends you make through social media or through your professional networks are all transactional. Or sometimes I call them the deal friends. You do this for me, I do this for you. Real friends are individuals who will support you, tell you the truth, sincerely rejoice in your success, and no matter where you are, they will be there for you. And the foundation of these friendships are based on trust, respect, and growth mindset. These relationships are built over time. Most of these friendships, they begin from school, college, or from when you were a child. The foundation of consistent happiness is to earn your success, create value with your life, and then use some of that value that you've created to serve humanity. In Sanskrit, there is a term called seva, which means selfless service. So here you go. These are the 4 F's that form the core foundation and the main ingredients to build your happiness account. Build this account while upholding your ethics, values, integrity, and dignity. And you will see how rapidly and abundantly your happiness savings account will grow. And it will be a constant companion, a source that you can tap into. Achieving balance between your desires and your ability to fulfill them is a key to also maintain this abundance of happiness. Focus on your health, peace of mind, genuine connections, and you can create a constant flow of happiness in your life. Just like health, happiness is not a destination, it is a journey. It is a state of being that requires constant effort and attention. And by treating your life as a business or a venture, you can take charge of your happiness and help yourself create a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Embrace this mindset. I just served you the magical, proven recipe for lasting happiness. Now go and build your happiness savings account and fill it with abundance of happiness and tell me how it is going for you in your life. This is a proven, doable, powerful recipe for happiness. And with that beautiful thought, I would like to end our video by chanting my favorite mantra, Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. The translation of which means, may all living beings on our planet Earth be happy and free. And with that beautiful thought, I bid you farewell. Goodbye, namaskaram, and thank you. Here is a link to one of our other videos that I believe you will enjoy to watch. Please continue to watch our videos and gain insights to better the quality of your life. Thank you.